Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to be showing you a technique that has really helped me deal with negative emotions. And this is something I learned from the Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. And I just want to give my own visual and my own kind of demonstration on this. And if you find this lesson very useful, definitely pick up the book. It's really good. I just finished reading it. And so this is my analogy of it, okay? It's called Do Not Fuel the Shitstorm. So as we can see here, this is your favorite getaway vacation. We have a nice little log cabin, a lake, and we have forest to go hiking in. You know, lots of good stuff. We even got a nice little deer right here. And above us, though, we have these clouds, and these clouds represent our emotions, right? And obviously you can have positive emotions, but the negative emotions are the ones that are, problematic for us. So those are the ones I'm gonna focus on this in this lesson, because this is where, most people struggle, including myself. So we have all these emotions represented by these clouds, right? And in the top right, we have our true enlightenment or our true presence. So this is where we are at peace with ourselves, right? This is where we're fully present to the moment. This is the state that we are trying to achieve, right? However, it is hard to reach, fully being present to the moment when we have all these emotions in the way, right? So what we need to do is manage these emotions properly, or else things can get out of hand. For example, if you have depression, a lot of times what we'll say is, oh my God, I am depressed, or oh my God, this is horrible, right? And this can kind of be seen as your subconscious mind too, and this could be seen as your conscious mind, and the rest of the sky can kind of be seen as your subconscious mind, your more like feeling part of yourself, right? So a lot of times if we're feeling depressed, we'll say to ourselves, oh, I am depressed, or oh my God, this is horrible, this sucks, I'm so depressed. You keep focusing on it, you keep dwelling on it. And just for the sake of this lesson, I'm just gonna erase these other ones because we're just gonna focus on depression right now. This can be applied to all these emotions, right? But we're just gonna focus on one, especially since I find that I have a more dominant negative emotion in my mind. So we're gonna pretend that depression is more, dominant one. This is the one that's affecting you the most. So as we keep feeding it, and as we keep, constantly dwelling on this emotion and keep focusing on it, well, when you do that, it gives it power and it fuels it. So it gets bigger. Now this shit cloud is even bigger now. And you keep fueling it and you keep fueling it, and as we can see, it's blocking out our true presence. It's hard for us to be fully present now because this big shit cloud is kind of in the way. And then eventually, it turns into a shit storm. You got shit rain causing, little shit waves. Maybe the shithawks come out. You thought the shithawks were something Mr. Leahy came up with? Well, no, you're wrong. They are real, and they are going to shit all over your cabin and all over your deer and your lake. They're gonna shit everywhere. It's just a big fucking mess of shit. Okay? So we need to not have this happen, right? So, well, how do we stop the shitstorm? Well, it's simple. We stop feeding it, right? And what I mean by this is we recognize, hey, I am depressed, or I may have this feeling of being depressed right now. However, I'm not going to identify with it. I'm not going to make this emotion my identity, and I'm not going to dwell on it because I know that this is not an ideal emotion for me, and this is not going to help me. You can still recognize it's there, and it's not going to go away instantly. However, if we choose to not dwell on it so much and focus on it, well then, shitstorm starts to get smaller. And then, as you can see, some of our true presence can start to come through a little bit more, right? So it starts to get a little better. And then over time, eventually, well, they'll get smaller and smaller. The shithawks, you know, go back to their nests or whatever. And eventually, what was once a shit cloud and a shit storm kind of dissipates. Would you look at that? And now our full presence can shine all the way through, and now is a lot easier to get, you know, present to the moment. And obviously you might still have, you know, other emotions, but then you do the same thing with those emotions, right? It's like, oh, I'm having regret. You know, this is obviously not ideal, this sucks. However, I'm just gonna, you know, look at a more positive way to look at this, and I'm gonna acknowledge I have that feeling, but I'm not gonna dwell on it. I'm not gonna make it, you know, part of me, and I'm not gonna let it run me, right? So yeah, anyways, that's kind of the lesson for the day. I'm probably gonna go into this whole idea more in future videos, but yeah, that's pretty much the lesson of the day. I hope you guys enjoyed, and hope you have a great day.